Rightio then. So, this is going to be the start of our one video a day for up until Christmas. Now, you obviously know what this is going to be by now. This is an advent calendar. So we're going to be opening one part every single day. Well, every single morning anyway, since you're supposed to open an advent calendar in the morning. Well, I don't know, are you? Oh, you'll have to explain it. That's the lovely marine band in the background. Got the old marine radio on there monitoring the marine band. I'll just turn that down. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be opening one every single day. And the idea is you build a radio, just a receiver, FM. Build a different experiment every day, suitable for young and old. Well, there we go. Made by Haynes. Build your own FM radio advent calendar. Easy to assemble. Now, I was rather hoping that you would have to solder everything, but when I read the back here, and it says use the 24 components included to create a radio. That's what it says up there. Share the kit with your friends. Easy to assemble. I was thinking brilliant. And then I have to read over here. All parts included. Easy assembly without soldering. So, you know, we ain't got to solder nothing, which is a shame because I quite enjoy soldering. But you can cut out this little effect. You can cut out this template on the back here when you've finished, obviously, and you've built the radio. You built all the components and everything. You cut all this out, and then, as far as I understand, from what I've what I've seen on the website where I've got this from, you put all the insides in this little cardboard sort of cutout, and there you go. I don't think the knob works. I don't think you can adjust anything and use it all, but you have to. I don't know how it's going to work really, but it would just be a simple radio. So that's pretty much all it is. So we're going to be opening it up today, obviously. Oh, this isn't. Oh, you can cut this out to start with. Let's do this to start with. I thought this would be brilliant. You know, I wasn't going to do anything for Christmas. I wasn't going to do a Christmas series or anything like that until I was just looking around. I was looking around for Christmas presents, you know, presents to give people. And this popped up, and I'm thinking, blimey, this is going to be brilliant. This is going to be fantastic. I could actually do like a Christmas series. I thought this was the back of the advent calendar, but it's not. It's just a cardboard thing, so I can cut that out whenever I want to cut that out. So I'll put that over there for the time being. So we've got here, build your own FM radio advent calendar instruction manual. So this is the instruction manual that you get, and it looks like it's going to show you everything you need. In spite of all the developments in digitalisation, I won't read the whole lot, it's a big paragraph. Or shall I? Despite all the developments in digitalisation, the good old analogue FM radio stations are still very popular. Yes, they are. In fact, I'm listening on here, it's medium wave, to Radio Caroline. It's Radio Caroline. It's on medium wave, mind you, it's not on FM, but still, you know, it's not all internet and digital these days. So, good, are still very popular. For this reason, continuous progress has been made to improve reception and sound. One way of achieving this is digital signal processing of analog radio. Yeah, it may sound complicated, but it's actually very straightforward. For the oh, sorry, thought there was a full stop there. It's actually very straightforward for the user. No more high frequency coils, no more balancing parts, and altogether fewer components with better overall reception. That's what this says here. We'll have to test this, won't we? This can be achieved with highly integrated circuits that have added benefit of being extremely small. Yes, all small circuit boards with the BK1068 receiver module makes this possible. You can use it to build your own radio with the minimum amount of effort, really, okay? However, this calendar offers much more than just building and listening to a radio. You will get to know the individual parts and how they are used in 24 different experiments. In addition, countless circuit variations allow you to implement your own ideas. When you get to the end of the calendar, you will be able to build your own unique FM receiver. The sky's the limit. Requires 2 AA LR6 1.5 volt batteries. You will find these additional tools helpful. Tweezers, small pliers, sharp knife, pin. So, you know, in case you don't trust my reading, pause the video and read that for yourself. Anyway, so looks like day one. Oh, well, this tells us what we get. We don't want to be reading this yet, do we? We won't read that yet. I know what I'm going to get now for day one. And since this is day one, we'll open up day one and then we'll go through the instruction manual afterwards, because it's going to tell you what you get in the days and I want it to be a surprise. So, alright, day one. Looking at the calendar, day one appears to be the biggest door. So, let's open up day one. I've supplemented the lack of chocolate. I've bought myself some chocolate. So every day I can just eat some chocolate anyway. So I can't seem to get day one open. We're gonna have to use a screwdriver. There we go. So day one, and inside day one, we knew we was gonna get this because we just saw the instruction manual, but lesson learned anyway. You get a speaker. This is obviously the speaker, the loudspeaker, of which our music and talking will be played through. Brilliant. Nice little wires, nice little speaker. Probably do the job quite well. So, that is all we get in there, isn't it? Let's just double check. Yep. That's everything inside day one. So, without giving too much away, I'm going to hide day two because I've seen it obviously a little bit, but I don't want to see too much of it. So, I'll tell you what. Let's fold that over. There we go. Day one. Don't know whether you can read that as well as me. Open the first door on your calendar and remove the speaker and soldered wires. Okay. Examine it closely, as the speaker is one of the most important parts of the radio. The flexible diaphragm is located on the front side and can be gently pressed slightly inwards. You will hear a sound when you tap on the diaphragm with your finger. This demonstrates the principle of the speaker. Sound is generated when the diaphragm moves. Well, we know that, don't we? For those of you that don't know, you know, sound is airwaves being vibrated. So the speaker, it's got a magnet inside, goes in and out and moves the air in a certain way, and that's how we hear sound, just by air vibration. That's why they're called airwaves. You know, it's like waves in the air, airwaves. Briefly hold the two connecting wires on the poles of a 1.5 volt AA battery. One of the wires remains in contact with the battery, the other should only be connected briefly. This side forms a simple switch. Every time the contact is opened and closed, there will be a crackling sound. A strong magnet is located in the rear side of the speaker, with a wire coil attached to the speaker diaphragm. Concealed in the interior, the current allows flows through the speaker, makes the wire coil. Okay, and therefore the diaphragm. Move from which a sound impulse is generated. Test both directions of holding the speaker's red cable on the plus pole and of the battery, and once on the minus pole and the black cable on the opposite pole. In one instance, the diaphragm is pulled inwards slightly, and the other instance it is pushed outwards. However, the same sound is produced in both instances. So we've got an 8 ohm speaker. This is an 8 ohm speaker, and it seems that it's asking us to connect it to a 1.5 volt battery in order to test it. So that's what we get on this day. So it just so happens I've got a 1.5 volt battery, and we can attach it and see what happens. least we could do. I think my battery might be dead. There is a very good chance this battery's dead. There we go. So that's the little test that it asked us to do. Brilliant. Well, 1st of December. 24 days to go until Christmas Day. So, obviously, going to be opening the new door every single day until we build this radio. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully, it turns out to be a nice radio, and we'll see what happens. So, I'll catch you tomorrow.